Hello everyone and welcome back to the Roundtable 2 Qualifier Tournament. It's our second day of matches here in the round of 16, and we're going to be starting off with a pretty good one in Zylice versus Chicony. I'm Dio, going to be casting here alongside Blue Sun Osu. What's up, Blue?
Yo, what's up, man? It's been a while, huh?
A little bit. It's been a little bit.
A little bit, you know, I quit the game and everything, but retirement's good, you know. As they say, once you hit 20, your Osu career's over at that point. I'm not Zoomer enough anymore.
I guess not. For us, for now, I want to take a look at the bracket. We've already had a couple of matches on Saturday, but only 2 out of the 8 for round of 16. Zylice winning 6-1 over Cat in relatively good fashion. She had a ton of FCs, so looked very, very strong in that matchup. And Henry winning against Demonical 6-3 in a bit of a closer race. So still a solid showing from Henry, and of course Demonical and Reed Cat then dropping down to that losers bracket where they are currently the only 2 in there. Of course, the only 2 who have actually played those matchups already. So they'll have their chances later on in the tournament to get back into it and hopefully win a couple quick.
Man, the later losers rounds in this tournament are going to be hell to play through. I would not want to be placed in a losers bracket, especially right now.
They really are going to be difficult. So let's go ahead and switch over to this matchup, shall we? We've got a couple of really, really solid players, and I think 2 pretty similar players, right? Zylice, of course, very, very good speed player, good DT player, and good hidden reading player as well, despite the top plays all being DT. Of course, you know, easy mod and low AR hidden doesn't really show up in those top plays. That's something I think Chicony might be looking to ban out against Zylice, especially given how both of them are very, very good on speed.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, Zylice, you know, notorious for popping off in tournaments. You know, you've seen his performances in OWC and alongside these, you know, massive names in these huge team tournaments. And, you know, Chicony's got a lot to deal with here, although they do share fairly similar skill sets. Chicony, an absolute monster on that speed DT finger control type of map. You know, it's going to be a really good matchup on the DT, I think, today. And yeah, I agree with you. I think Chicony's going to want to ban out those type of really hard hidden reading maps that Zylice is, you know, usually known for in tournaments.
Yeah, I think so as well. And with that, a little bit of pregame. Looks like both of the players are ready to go. So let's go ahead and get into our lobby. Start looking at the map pool here. We have the same map pool as the last 2 matches, of course. It's going to be the same map pool all through this weekend for the round of 16 before we get started with the quarterfinals next weekend.
Man, I'm excited. I really want to see these DT plays. Because, you know, Chicony, very well known for winning, obviously, Charlie's Perfect Math class last year. And I'm really excited to see him turn it up, no pun intended, on some of these maps here. It's going to be a really good matchup.
Yeah, I mean, the second place that he got against Malashevsky in CPMC was really ridiculous. I think it is what took him from being, you know, a pretty good tournament player to somebody who's on the radar for a lot more players and a lot more tournament players in particular. Having to go through players like Utami, White Cat, just to get to the finals against Malashevsky is a really, really tough. So it's a really, really tough start to a tournament, that's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like, honestly, the caliber of players in this tournament as well, you know, these early game rounds are going to be really important, especially for someone like Zylice here going up against Chicony and that type of level that he's at. You know, really important for him to get maybe an early lead and some momentum here, I think.
Yeah, I agree for sure. Both of these players, by the way, are seeded right in the middle of the pack. Zylice is seed 8 out of qualifiers. Chicony is seed 9 out of qualifiers. So this is not a matchup where either of them should be taking anything lightly, right? This is a matchup where both of them are probably going to be relatively close in score throughout the matchup. And to boot, like you talked about, they have a lot of the similar skill sets as well, both of them being really, really solid DT players. I think Chicony going to be a little bit better on some of the high approach rate reading gimmick DT stuff, like DT4 in this pool. I think Zylice going to be still really solid on a lot of the other DTs, but better on lots of the low AR hidden reading stuff, things like the Nomad 5 and Hidden 2. So I'm looking for bans on the low approach rate stuff from Chicony and bans from Zylice on, honestly, discomfort picks, maybe things like Access, maybe things like Alt Future, things that Chicony's very, very strong on in the finger control.
Yeah, absolutely. Although, I think this matchup's really going to come down to those DTs, you know, like you said, both very similarly skilled, Zylice and Chicony, but honestly, those DTs can go either way, man, and I think that's what the match is going to come down to. Just going in with the rolls here, Chicony winning.
And taking first ban, actually, okay.
Yeah, that's interesting, actually. Usually, you know, it's kind of normal to maybe go second ban or second pick, just to see, you know, what your opponent's gonna start the match with or what they don't really want to play. But you know, Chicony confident just wants to get his map straight out the way.
I think for Chicony, first ban doesn't really give any disadvantage because it should be pretty clear what he's banning anyway in the low approach rate stuff.
Very true.
But having the second pick, like you said, may be more important to him because Chicony picking first ban automatically gives Zylice first pick. So forces him to go first and maybe gives maybe gives him a little bit of an advantage there. Does ban out the Nomad 5 as expected. That map is AR7, by the way, which is why the Nomad 7, I think, comes out on accident from him. So the AR7 reading map in Nomad is gone.
Don't know if we're going to have a Nomad 7 later in the tournament, but you know, perhaps he's saving it for then. Perhaps he knows he's going to win.
We actually will have Nomad 7 later on in the tournament for finals and grand finals.
Well, there you go.
know?
He's just saving it for then.
Eventually, when we get there.
Ah, see, there you go. He was going to ban DT4, so
Chicony was going to ban DT4. What the?
Yeah, so perhaps a second ban maybe was able to scout that out and could maybe pick another ban.
Yeah. One bajillion IQ, Chicony, apparently. Alright, there we go. Last ban is turn it up. We won't be turning it up. I'm sorry, Blue.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, that's a pretty tough hidden tech map, reading map, so...
yeah, I mean, expected, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sad to not see excess in this match. That map, AR 10.5 CS 0 aim control is mostly what's going on in that.
I mean, an AJT map set, that's what you're going to get, really, from something like that.
Yeah. And pretty expected first pick, I think, from Zylice, the Hidden 2. You know, Chicony banning out Nomad 5 and banning out the Hidden 4. Well, Zylice is probably going to pick into Hidden all match long, at least for his first 3 picks, right? There's not a lot of... There's not a lot of doubt about where he's going to be picking for now, because Zylice is a very good hidden player. Chicony, not really known as a hidden player, except when it comes to double time.
Well, I mean, we'll see. Maybe Chicony can pull out the upset on these hidden maps. But, yeah, fairly safe pick from Zylice here. Classic Delis Mirage collab. You know how it is on the hidden 2s. Bread and butter for a player like Zylice, though. Going into the map. Gonna see if Chicony can pull out the upset on this, but I'm saying a fairly comfortable Zylice win here.
Yeah, it's the first pick for a reason, right? Usually you expect the player who picks their own first pick to win.
Yeah.
Cases where that doesn't happen start to get a little worrying for anyone.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Who's on the wrong side of that, especially in a matchup like this where you're expecting it to go pretty far into the match. You really do not want to give up that first pick if you are Zylice. That said, this map, pretty straightforward. It's all awkward aim, pattern aim. Chicony already having a lot of trouble with it, though. So this is the difference in comfort, right? And I feel like we're going to see a lot of this throughout this map.
Yeah, just really solid, simple, safe, first pick by Zylice. Already within the first few patterns, Chicony's struggling, and Zylice still holding the SS, no curse, touch wood. There it is, through these awkward jumps. I mean, this is basically what you're going to get out of a, Delis and Mirage collab. These type of awkward angles. Chicony not comfortable at all, finding so many breaks. Zylice is really happy at the break here.
Yeah, he's still got the SS going. I don't think there's any question about which of these players is really more comfortable on this sort of map, and I feel like this is just going to be par for the course for the rest of this pick. That said, there are a couple of other maps in the pool where, Zylice could potentially do something similar. I think the hidden one in this pool is also awkward enough. It's also AR9, so something that he could potentially look toward for a next pick. Chicony going to try and stay away from the hidden pool as much as possible.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, although, considering, I'm not sure what Chicony's going to pick first. Maybe something in the DT, but I don't think he has a first pick that's going to be as convincing as this. Maybe something to do with aim. But then again, Zylice is a great tournament player for a reason, so... And I mean, just look at this. SS halfway through the map. Calm as you like.
I think Zylice is probably one of the best low AR reading players that we have left in the tournament. I think it's between, honestly, like him and Bartek. If I had to guess out of the remaining players in here. Oh, I'm sorry, Melishevsky exists, my bad. Aside from them, there's like Taquito, Zylice, Henry, and Bartek.
Yeah, I was gonna say Henry, definitely. That guy surprised me. I remember, I think it might have been Konyo Cup that I played with him. He very much surprised me on his air at hidden skill. I didn't think he had that in his bag, but apparently he does. This was a while ago now, but yeah, Zylice, just absolutely clean. Cleanest first pick you could ask for. Especially, in a match as big as this.
Oh, he finally dropped 100. No!
Unlucky.
The score is blemished, man. It's not perfect.
Go next.
Yeah.
Go next.
Go next.
Lose the point. It's
just
done.
Just stop playing. It's over.
He'd still win. Like, if he just put his tablet pen down right now, he still wins the point.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Now we have it. Zylice, hopefully closing out the FC here.
Man.
And there you have it.
That 100 is tragic now. Come on, man.
I mean,
you couldn't just not drop a 100 on the 1/3, Zylice. Come on, man. It's so close. It wasn't even a normal 100. It was a slider end. Look at that. He doesn't even have the perfect on his FC graph. Oh my god.
Bubbleman always told me never SS in tournament. Never SS. I think he's just following the advice of the best.
I guess so. Yeah, that should set your expectations for the rest of this matchup, though. I mean, Zylice is going to pick as many reading maps as are left in the pool, and Chicony, meanwhile, is going to pick some other things. I'm looking at, for example, the Hard Rock 3. Oh, well, there it is. You know what?
Oh, well.
I guess I called it. I don't know, man.
You're just the best, apparently. Absolute banger, though.
Yeah, there's a reason I was calling this map. This is all low BPM AC finger control hard rock, alt future by Silent Room. This map has some 1/3 and some 1/6 and some 1/8 in it as well. But a lot of the finger control in this map is done purely through 1/4 patterns. So the lower BPM on that really favors players who are just very strong on finger control rather than speed players who happen to also be good at it. And Chicony is both of those things, both a very good finger control player and a very good speed player. So someone who's going to be very, very good at pretty much every aspect of this map.
Yeah, absolutely. This guy Chicony is a monster on finger control. You look at his accuracy on some of his top plays, and it's just absurd. Like, I don't understand how he does it. And usually maps like these are so difficult to hack as well with the higher OD on the Hard Rock. As you can see already, 91% across the board. And these are incredible players too. It just shows you that these things aren't easy to act whatsoever.
Yeah, also building on top of that, the aim control required for stuff like this. You have the cut double streams going on. You have just the swing doubles that are just pure spacing all over the place. Like, you have to contend with both of those things. So if you're really struggling too hard on the finger control to hack any of this, you may just miss. And there's actually a miss for both players. The accuracy is in Zylice's favor, though. 94% now. He's a 92% out of Chicony, as both of them start to gain a little bit of act during this section where the song tends to pick up. It's all the accuracy lead giving the score over to Zylice right now, though neither player missing on that cut stream pattern either. We're getting into some of the polyrhythm sections now where you have lots of 1-6 and 1-8s going on. Chicony overtaps and drops again, and that is huge for Zylice.
Yeah, if Zylice holds here, he's just won. He's feeling great at this break right now. even drawing an Among Us.
Oh my god.
He feels great at this break right now. As long as he holds this combo, it's nothing Chicony can do. And yeah, this is what I was saying. I mean, I didn't think Chicony had as convincing of a first pick as Zylice in this match, and this is proving it. Zylice outplaying Chicony on the accuracy and combo, and the map's basically already over. There's nothing Chicony can do. Zylice just comfortable as you like, holding this combo through these accelerating and decelerating streams. Yeah, nothing he can do. The map's already over.
You know, we were talking about it on the last pick for Zylice, but being on the receiving end of a first pick breakpoint is really not where you want to be in a matchup like this, where it's expected that it's going to be close pretty much all throughout the match. Zylice up 2-0 to start things off is not how Chicony wants to see things go. I think after this maybe goes into a bit more of the comfort, just picks into the speed, because frankly speaking, I think after something like that, you don't want to leave things up to chance all that much.
Wow,
Zylice really has some guaranteed picks, because that's
immediate hidden three. Like, Zylice is feeling it. He's got the momentum. Just pick straight into the hidden, no messing around. Chicony's really on the back foot here, and yeah, sometimes in tournaments, if there's no clear map that you're going to beat the other person on or the other team on, sometimes you just have to pick what you're best at and just hope that you're able to pull through. And I think that's how Chicony's going to be able to win this match right now, because Zylice, he's got his foot on the gas and he's not letting up.
Yeah, it's really tough picking into somebody like Zylice, who is a bit of an all-rounder, has the specialty in low AR reading and speed, but Chicony is also a speed player. It's not like it's going to be a bad pick. And for now, Zylice is just going to keep hidden abusing. Like, there's still one more of these left after this map is done with. So I fully expect the third pick from Zylice to just be that hidden one. And if Chicony doesn't figure out a pick strategy soon, he's going to be down way many points. Potentially too many to come back from in this match. So we'll see how this map goes. This is much higher approach rate than the last map that we had. It's AR 9.5. So the low AR reading is not an aspect of this one, but you can see what is. It's all the flow aim and all the really tricky aim control patterns in this.
Yeah, and that aim control, Zylice just seems to be doing so much better at this aim control. Chicony not able to read those cut streams, and Zylice just almost 99 right now. Chicony struggling immensely on these patterns, 89% accuracy, no combo to speak of whatsoever, and yeah, this is just another comfortable pick for Zylice, and unless, his PC crashes or something, I think it's going to be 3-0 Zylice.
Yeah, this is already a very good play. 99% over halfway through.
Wow.
Is pretty good. That's pretty good on this map, man. I don't know what else to say aside from he's kind of tearing it up right now.
Yeah, Zylice bringing his absolute A game today, and nothing that Chicony can do whatsoever. Just look at these patterns, man. Yeah, Zylice really bringing it. Nothing Chicony can do. Let's go next. Hey, Zylice, I'm not going to curse you, but please get the SD.
I am. He's still going. He's still full ball going. He's still got it going right now, man. 98% hack on the full combo. There's no way he breaks now at the very end of the map. There's no shot he finds any misses at the end right now.
Yeah, no way. He's not gonna miss, guys. we're trying. We're reaching so hard. Oh my god, it hits the last stream.
See, there's no way he misses.
FC.
There's no way he misses.
Huge by Zylice. I mean, what's Chicony gonna do? Zylice it's just demolition right now. Destruction.
Yeah, solid score, to be sure. Full combo on that map is not easy. I don't even think we had a full combo for the replay on our showcase for this map, so it's a very good score.
I mean, and there you have it, though. That's that difference we were talking about in the pregame. Zylice just gonna keep abusing these hiddens. The much better hidden player, you know, done it all throughout OWC and, you know, perennial, these huge tournaments, just, yeah. Put Zylice on the hidden, you know you're gonna get a good score out of him.
Yeah, not really any question what the next pick is going to be for him. For Chicony, it's like no mod 4 actually, going for a tech map in the no mod pool, straying away from the hard rock, keeping away from the DT still.
Yeah,
I'm willing to chance something that both of them are very strong on in the DT2 and DT3. We'll see how this one goes. It has already been a couple of aim control maps though for Zylice, right? It's already been the hidden 3 and the hard rock 3.
The hard rock, yeah. For him. I mean, I'm not too sure about this pick from Chicony. I think just play to your strengths, you know? You're a great speed player. Although, so is Zylice. Zylice is playing incredibly well right now. Maybe he doesn't want to chance the 50-50, but, you know, I think for Chicony, just stick to what you're comfortable with, you know? Try and build some of that momentum back because, you know, like I said, Zylice has got his foot on the pedal and it's straight to the floor, you know? He's not letting up. And we're going to see through this pick, you know, really, if Chicony's going to build a lead back into this match, because if Zylice goes up 4-0, I don't see a way back into it for him.
Yeah, you'd have to win pretty much every map at that point, because we all know what's coming next, right? It's the hidden one next for Zylice.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's probably winning that anyway, so if he goes up 4-0, he's probably going up 5-0 as well. At that point, you need to reverse sweep, which is a tall task for anyone. That said, Zylice's picks are not at all guaranteed after the hidden pool runs out. That's not to say he's bad at any of these maps, but he loses the mod advantage that he has held on a lot of these other picks so far. We'll see if that continues on this map, though. Chicony already finding a slider break, and Zylice looking still very comfortable on this map. That said, this whole first half is very, very difficult. We can see breaks from either player at any time. It's Chicony, though, finding once again.
Yeah, these maps are so short as well,
Oh,
man.
that's Banjo. Never mind.
Oh, okay. Well, if you're Chicony, you really can't afford these early misses, especially considering these maps are so short. However, Zylice finding a break there. Chicony holding the combo. This score difference is almost nothing. Map just about entering halfway, and Chicony just about comboing through those doubles. And there it is, going into the slow breakdown here. Chicony with an almost 300 combo lead over Zylice. That score just inching its way over to him. He needs to hold this combo to stay in this match right now. And here we go.
Doing a good job of holding it during the slower section here. Very, very similar to the first half. There's this build up in the middle section and now into the ending where it picks back up again. A lot more streamy. Focus on the flow aim here in the back half. It's something that Zylice has been good at and Chicony has struggled at a little bit. Hoping to see Chicony hold on through some of the streamier patterns in this, but now it's still holding through all the slider aim as well. We're closing in on the end of the map, and Chicony still has this combo lead. No!
Oh, the breaks loses, and it's Chicony! Chicony finds that break. Zylice 10k combo behind it now. Not 10k combo, 10k score, I can't speak. Zylice just about pulling it back. Holding combo through the entire ending. This guy's playing out of his mind right now. FC's the entire last half of the map. Chicony loses the lead and the point. Zylice goes up 4-0. What am I watching right now? Both S ranks.
Double S rank. Oh my god.
What is going on?
Unfortunate.
I can't even speak. I can't even speak. That was incredible. Like, what a recovery by Zylice. And you've got to feel for Chicony that this was maybe his last chance into this match. And there you have it. Hit him one straight away.
Yeah.
By Zylice. It's looking so bleak for Chicony right now. That's such an unfortunate loss. I mean, Zylice playing out of his mind right now.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot else to say about how this match is going right now besides that Zylice is crushing it.
He brought it, man. He brought it, and you know, if you're Chicony, like, there's not much you can do. you've got to grind it back one map at a time, and I don't think Zylice is ever going to let this map go right now.
And again, this was Seed 8 versus Seed 9. This is our closest matchup on paper this weekend between the two players who seeded the closest to each other out of qualifiers. And Zylice is just not taking any prisoners in this match at all. Just ready to win, ready to go on to quarterfinals. Chicony has his work cut out for him now. Down 4-0, going into another relatively dense, awkward hidden aim map in this hidden 1 Conjo. We'll see if he can pull out a win on this. It's not as though Chicony is a particularly bad hidden player, but Zylice is just so good on hidden that it becomes really difficult to discount the comfort that a player like him has on a mod like hidden. But
yeah,
there you go.
Although
Early miss for Zylice, and Chicony still holding on to the SC. AR9 hidden is much different from AR8 hidden, and the mechanics in this map are much more the focus than they were in that hidden 2.
Yeah, the angles on these jumps, I mean, Chicony definitely no slouch on aim. I think maybe the extra 1 AR really doing him some favors here, because he has Zylice beat on AK as well. Maybe we overestimated Zylice for this pick. And, you know, here's hoping Chicony can hold this combo lead right now. 200 combo lead, about a 1% AK lead. Again, another short map. So any breaks here are really detrimental to anybody's score. Yeah, and he sees it. Zylice even writing oops there. He knows he has to combo the rest of the map here for any chance of him winning this point against Chicony. And I mean, he just looks much more comfortable on this map than the other ones, hitting those huge jumps.
Chicony a very, very... Oh, no! Oh, no, I spoke! I spoke! Not like this! No. Oh my god, I was just about to say he was such a good mechanics player, but oh no, finds the miss halfway through. We just have to pray for a miss from Zylice at this point. If you're rooting for a close matchup, that's what you're praying for, but he just looks so comfortable now after the start of the match, the early map jitters out of the way.
That score lead, Zylice knows it, Chicony knows it. Rocketing towards Zylice, and yeah. Again, there's nothing you can do, like, that miss is so unfortunate. Doesn't even hit the big jumps there, Zylice. Really feeling it now, those early misses were just a courtesy. Oh, never mind. Although, ooh, I don't know.
Combo lead for Chicony.
If he holds and Zylice breaks, it's maybe doable, but I think 50k, 40k is too much at this rate.
We'll just have to see. It is ever so slowly going down, but it might just be too slow. And we're pretty much past. Oh, Zylice misses again.
Hold on.
Is it enough? There's a spinner at the end of this map. Oh, no, it's not a spinner. It's one slider. No.
No.
Oh. I knew there was something slow at the end of this map, but it was a giant slow slider and not a spinner. And even if it was a spinner, I don't think Chicony could have made up 30,000 score gap. 27k. Yeah. Zylice takes it once again, and that is 5-0.
Wow. I mean, what a point. Zylice really pulling it through there. It's just, you gotta feel for Chicony, man. These picks really haven't been going his way, and you know, he had it. Maybe if he held another 100, 150 combo, he could have edged out this point, but you know, Zylice with the comeback win again. So unfortunate for Chicony, man. Seemed much more comfortable on this hidden 1 pick than we might have previously thought. And now it is his pick, his only chance to get a point in this match.
We'll have to see how Chicony does on this next map, because if there's ever a time for a comeback to start, it has to be down 5-0, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Has to be now. Like, he can't do anything else. And if I was Chicony, I just pick the thing that I'm best at. Like, I would absolutely not chance a pick right now. I would go immediately into something that I know I'm the best at, I can perform the best on, just to get a point on the board, maybe get some momentum going in his favor. But, you know, at the end of the day, Zylice, he's gotten 2 comeback wins in a row now, and I don't think he's going to let up.
Yeah, definitely not. We'll honestly, I'm feeling like, okay, no mod 2. I was going to say something like the Hard Rock 3, something that Chicony, still comfortable on the mod, and a comfortable skill set, but going to go with the no mod. And honestly, this is also fine. It's going to be something that both players, I think, are relatively comfortable on, this no mod 2. It's pretty much all stream, low aim, and stamina at 200 BPM, and it is punctuated by a lot of jump sections in this map. Excuse me, they're not exactly, super tough jumps, but they are there, and if you're not paying attention or if you're not expecting them, they can trip you up. So we'll see how both of these players end up doing on this map. This is the last chance for Chicony, though. If he loses this, it's all over, and even if he wins, he's still got to make it through 5 more maps just to get into that quarterfinals. He has to finish a reverse sweep against Zylice in order to win this matchup.
Yeah, it's a tall task for anyone, especially considering the level Zylice is playing at right now. Even the best players in the world won't be able to come back from this if Zylice keeps playing the way he's playing. And, you just got to hope for Chicony's sake that Zylice finds one of those unfortunate breaks. Accuracy leads slightly in favor of Chicony right now at the start of the map, but I don't think it's going to matter too much going into the rest of the map. If in doubt, just pick the streams. And both players seeming fairly comfortable so far. No breaks on those big streams.
Both players act pretty similar. 97 for Chicony, 96 for Zylice. Neither of them really having too much trouble with this outside of the early act drops at the start of the map, just adjusting to the BPM, adjusting to the streams. And we're pretty much halfway through now, so any breaks at this point pretty much decide the map. If either of them chain misses one stream at this point, it is all but over.
And here we go into the more intense streams of the map, just halfway through. Really building up here, Chicony building the accuracy lead. Both of them hitting the big space stream. They both know any miss here just loses them the point immediately. They saw it at the break and...
Oh my god, that
slider break!
No. You
way.
Gotta be joking, man.
Zylice.
What was that? That was on air! It was on air!
No way! Chicony built that accuracy lead just to slider break there, and Zylice, as consistent as you like.
How is that not even a Bancho miss, man? That was on, like, the tiniest slider I've ever seen in my life. How did... Oh my god, that's actually just so unfortunate for Chicony. It seems like there's been a lot of those misses all throughout this match for him. Some of the early hidden picks, sure, definitely a difference in comfort, but some of these misses later on into the match have just been unlucky for Chicony, and it seems like that slight difference in comfort and the slight difference in luck on the day and the slight difference in gameplay on the day is going to favor Zylice by, at the end of it all, a pretty wide margin, a 6-0 victory in what was slated to be the closest on-paper match this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, props to Zylice, though. He brought it today. 2 FCs, 2 comeback wins. Just evidently amazingly well played by Zylice. But, again, as I've said before, you got to feel for Chicony. These misses, sometimes on the day it happens, right? You can't really do anything about it. And, even though the match score says 6-0, I think this was a lot closer than that.
Yeah, very, very solid overall win for Zylice here. But like you said, I think there were a lot of places where Chicony really could have put up some points, made this a lot closer than it looked from this 6-0. So, Chicony still has a chance in this tournament, and definitely it's not as bad of a 6-0 loss as I think it usually would be for a lot of these players. Really tough loss to take, though, given how close a lot of those maps were.
Yeah, 100%. But, again, just props to Zylice, man. He brought his A-game today, and he's going to be moving on to the next round of the tournament. Well played to him. Chicony, he's going to have a tough time in that losers bracket. I mean, so many incredible players in this tournament right now, and that losers bracket is going to get so stacked as the day goes on.
It definitely is, and we'll give you a look at that losers bracket later on. For now, we've actually got a couple of other matches going on later today. already done with Zylice versus Chicony. Next up is going to be MCY4 versus Intercambing. That's starting in about 25 minutes. So make sure to tune in for that one about 25 minutes from now. And for now, we'll say good luck to Zylice in the quarterfinals and good luck to Chicony in that first round of losers bracket. Thanks everyone for watching, and we'll see you back here in about 25 minutes for our next matchup.